doing an episode of Lawman, Steven Seagal. I've done one episode. This is the second episode, first season. Yeah. So if you are unfamiliar with it at all, it is basically Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. Steven Seagal's supposedly been a sheriff's deputy there for 20 years, but he's kept it out of the limelight until now. And then they made a show about it. Alright, so without further ado, we have broken 200. I am excited about that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I've got my drink. I hope you have yours. It's a fancy cup. Love it. Okay, so these episodes are going to be kind of short. Don't have a lot of short content out there, so I'm trying to do a little more. So basically, pretty much every episode of this show starts out with how he's got such keen senses, and a flick of the wrist here, and a nod of the head here, and a flinch of the eye here means something. And he's got such keen senses that he just sniffs out trouble. So they end up seeing these guys decide to flick the lights at him. They take off. Supposedly Steven saw a gun. It seemed edited to where he saw the gun after the fact, but that's neither here nor there. But basically they end up giving chase.
They run in. Quick. See if we
They run around, end up in a backyard. It's a funny scene. They end up losing the guys, but the guy drops his phone and the gun that he was carrying. So that's it. It's just, hopefully we'll catch him at a later date.
They have a large fight over there. The unit's on the...
From there, moves on to another scene where they get called to a brawl in a parking lot. And at this brawl, they pull up on it and just kind of arrest everybody that's not in their vehicles leaving.
What you watch out for in these big fights is usually somebody has a gun.
They arrest several people. They get one guy. He's in the car crybabying about his handcuffs. They switch his cuffs around. They're like, yeah, that should be better. And the guys seem somewhat appeased. But after they shut the door and walk off, at which point Steven Seagal gets in his vehicle and uses his foot to shut the door so he doesn't have to reach for it. Great scene, just a little tidbit of fun there for everybody. But yeah, it was good. So the guy ends up getting mad, cusses a bunch, ends up kicking out the back window. So then Steven gets out and slams the door. He's super mad he had to get back out of the vehicle. So they end up tasing him. Steven himself doesn't do the tasing, which would have been great, but no. He's just kind of standing there barking at the guy. From there, they go to a rookie training session where he's teaching rookie cops how to properly retain the weapon and weapons retention. So there's a lot of bullshito moments.
Now I got him. So you can look at me as a movie star, or you can think Steven Seagal can save my life.
During this, because he has his own assistant come in to demonstrate on instead of just showing them. And there's a couple of parts where he shows them little things, but for the most part he demonstrates on his assistant.
Course in the martial arts and teach these boys some new tricks.
Yeah, everything's super slow and very choreographed for him. Pretty obvious. But that's it. That's the whole episode. That's all I'm going to dive into. very funny show. Sorry, the sun keeps hitting me once in a while. But yeah, it was a good show. I'm going to be doing another one, episode 3, very shortly. I'll probably keep it pretty brief too. So, in the meantime, I've enjoyed my drink. I hope you enjoyed yours. Have a good night. Have a drink of paint.
Judgment delivers while skills profound. They cross Seagal, then they 6 feet underground. Above the courtroom, outside jurisdiction. Judgment served raw, no space for contradiction. Swift in his